students. In this lecture, we will start problem solving process. First, we will see what is the problem solving actually. It is a process of transforming the description of a problem into the solution by using our knowledge of the problem domain and selecting and using appropriate problem solving strategies or techniques or tools. And to find a solution for a problem in programming, we need to develop programs. To develop a program, whether it is a small or complex, a special procedure that is called program development life cycle is required. A computer program is a set of instructions which is used to solve a problem. Next, let's see program solving process. To solve any problem in an efficient way, a programmer follows the following steps. First, problem definition and analysis, then program design, then coding, then compilation, then debugging and testing, then documentation, and the last step is implementation and maintenance. So first, let's see problem definition and analysis. To identify and define the problem by studying it thoroughly. Basically, if we see what is the definition of problem, we have to identify and then define that problem by studying it thoroughly. After that, one have to state the problem clearly and unambiguously. Unambiguously means that must be doubtless. To understand exactly what the problem is, what is needed to solve it, what the solution should provide, and if there are any constraints or any special conditions, then the nature of the problem is fully understood, and analyze the problem using the basic steps, that is input, processing and output. In the input, what is basically input? The information fed into computer to solve that problem. What is processing? It is the operation to convert input into output. And what is output? The result obtained after solving the problem. And special constraints or conditions, if any, and then if there are formulas or equations to be used. The second step is program design. A programmer must have a proper understanding of the behavior of the problem. And to design a program, different techniques are available. The first one is algorithm, a finite set of steps that specify a sequence of operations to be carried out in order to solve a specific problem. Basically, it is a definition of an algorithm. The next one is flowchart. A flowchart is a graph that is used to depict or show a step-by-step solution by the use of symbols. And the third one is pseudocode. It is a semi-formal English-like language with limited vocabulary that is used to design and describe the algorithms. The next step is coding. After the creation of algorithms, flowcharts and pseudocodes, the design must be converted into a form that can be used by the computer. So a programmer translates the design into a computer program using a programming language such as C or any other language. A program is written, that means a source code. When a program is written, that is called source code, and it is ready to enter into a computer and store it in a disk with an extension .c. For example, if you are writing a program for addition of two numbers, then you will give it a name like add.c or sum.c, and .c is an extension that will identify that it is a program written for the C language. The next step is compilation. It is a task to translate the program into machine language using a compiler. Compiler takes and process program, and it also accepts source code and convert into an object code. Object code is the 0-1 form. If some errors exist in the source code, then compiler prints the appropriate messages for particular error. The next step is debugging and testing. A bug is an error in a program. Why we use debugging? To find out bugs. But what is bug? A bug is an error in a program, and debugging is the process of eliminating bugs. Testing is done to make sure that the program is correct, and if the program performs its intended task, program is executed with all the possible set of inputs whose output is already known. This is the task performed in testing. The next step is documentation. It is written text or illustration that accompanies a computer program, or it is embedded in the source code. Basically, documentation explains how the software operates or how to use that software. A few guidelines for creating the documentation. It should be from the point of view of reader, because programmer already know what he have done. But if after programming or after coding any reader is reading that code, he must be know what code or what statement or what block is doing what, performing what task. Therefore, it should be from the point of view of reader. It should be unambiguous. It should be no repetition. There should be no repetition, and it should meet industry standards, and it should always be updated. As if there is any changes performed in the program, it must be always updated. And the last step is implementation and maintenance. When program is installed at the user side, that is called implementation. And it is called so because when we prepare a program for somebody else. If user faces some problems or errors in the program, the programmer have to maintain and do the necessary changes to remove those errors. And even after completion, maintenance is regular process, so that the program must be fulfilling all its objectives efficiently in a future also. Thank you. Have a nice day.